The Ashes 2025-26 focusing on the next match at the Gabba, Brisbane, current squads, key issues, and some predictions. What's the situation? Ashes 202,526, Test 2 at the Gabba. After a comprehensive win in the first test at Perth, the series now shifts to Brisbane. The second test kicks off December 4, 2025. However, there's a major development from the Australian side. Pat Cummins, Australia's regular test skipper and premier pacer, will miss a second consecutive test, as he continues recovery from a lumbar stress injury sustained earlier in the year. Another blow. Josh Hazlewood remains sidelined due to a hamstring strain. Despite these absences, Australia have named an unchanged 14-man squad for the Gabba test, signaling faith in the group that dominated in Perth. As a result, stand-in captain Steve Smith will continue to lead, and the pace attack will be entrusted to the likes of Mitchell Starc, Scott Boland and Brendan Doggett, possibly supported by Michael Neser. The squads, who's in and who's missing. Australia 14-man squad for Test 2. Steve Smith, C. Scott Boland, Alex Carey, Brendan Doggett, Cameron Green, Travis Head, Josh Inglis, Usman Khawaja, Marnus Labuschagne, Nathan Leone, Michael Neser, Mitchell Starc, Jake Weatherald, Bo Webster. Notably absent: Pat Cummins, Josh Hazlewood. England series squad of 16. Test 2 likely picks from this. As announced before the series. Batting and all-arounders: Ben Stokes, captain Harry Brook, vice-captain Zach Crawley, Ben Duckett, Ollie Pope, Joe Root, Will Jacks, Jamie Smith, wicket-keeper. Bowlers: Jofra Archer, Mark Wood, Gus Atkinson, Britton Carse, Matthew Potts, Shoaib Bashir. Note: some fringe or backup players, e.g. bowls, spinners outside Bashir, may be considered depending on conditions, form, and fitness. Key issues and storylines to watch before Test 2. Australia's bowling firepower without Cummins, Hazlewood. With the two frontline pacers unavailable, the burden falls on Starc, Boland, Doggett, and maybe Neser to replicate Perth's destructive bowling. The fixed 14-man squad suggests Australia trusts this core group. Opening batsman debate: will Travis Head stay at the top? With veteran Usman Khawaja under scrutiny after back issues in Perth, Head's brutal 123 may earn him another chance to open at Gabba. That could shift the batting order and promote Josh Inglis or Webster into the lower middle order. Pink ball per day. Night conditions at the Gabba. The conditions will differ significantly from Perth. Day-night tests tend to favor seamers under lights, possibly giving the visiting England attack some hope provided they can adapt. England's hunger for redemption. After a humiliating two-day defeat in Perth, England have opted for extra training sessions including 5 days under lights to prepare for Gabba. Their schedule and mentality suggest they're taking nothing for granted. Balance and selection gamble for England. With a big seam-heavy squad and only one frontline spinner, Bashir, England must decide if they go in all-out pace, risking issues if the pink ball stops swinging, or include batting, spinning depth, jacks, maybe part-time from Root. Brook. Predictions: what to expect at the Gabba, and series outlook. Here's what I think could happen, based on current realities. Australia favors a series lead of 2-0 after Gabba. Their confidence, home advantage, seam depth, Starc, Boland, Doggett, and familiar conditions make them clear favourites. England need to play near-perfect cricket to stay alive. Their best shot may be to win the toss or get favourable early conditions, use the full seam attack, Archer, Wood, Atkinson, Carse, Potts, and hope for movement under lights, then target 300 to 350 with the bat, giving themselves a shot at bowling Australia out cheaply under pink ball pressure. Batting-wise, Australia's middle order, Smith, Labuschagne, Head, Green, looks solid enough to handle England's attack, though instability at the top might persist if Khawaja doesn't deliver. If England want to stay competitive over 5 tests, rotation will matter. Their seamers will need to stay fit, Their batsmen must adjust to Australian bounce and pink ball nuances, and they might need to gamble with all-rounders or part-time spin, will Jack's route to strengthen the batting depth. Ultimately series prediction. Australia 3-1 England, with one draw, unless England find form and exploit pink ball unpredictability. Why this matters. Bigger picture of Ashes 2025-26. The absence of Cummins and Hazlewood gives a glimpse at Australia's bench strength, a test of how deep their seam resources are beyond their stars. For England, this is arguably their best chance in years to win an away Ashes series. Their 16-man squad is aggressive, pace-heavy, and unconstrained by traditional cautious selection. The Gabba Test, a day-night pinkball test, adds a new dimension and could influence tactical thinking, when to bat, who bowls first, team balance, in this series and future Ashes tours. The performance of returning or fringe players Doggett, Weatherald, Jacks, Carse, at least, could shape the long-term direction of both cricket bods planning for tests and beyond.